Hey, what's up fellow YouTubers, fellow toy nuts, and toy collectors? This is Odie, and thank you for stopping by my channel. So as you can see here in front of you, you have your Sub-On's Power Rangers, Mixx and Morph. This is your Mighty Morphin White Ranger and Tigerzord. Very cool. I laughed when I first saw this. I'm like, are you kidding me? This is a straight up, honestly, straight up copy or copy of the Hasbro versions of your Hero Mashers, Transformers Mashers, and whatever else they end up coming out with. I'm assuming eventually they're gonna do Star Wars. I have a real good feeling about that. But yeah, this is it's still cool regardless, and I picked them up. Obviously, the White Ranger is my favorite all-time Ranger of all time, and number two being the Green Ranger. You know, both Tommy characters. But yeah, this is cool. So I just, as soon as I saw it, I'm like, yeah, I'm grabbing it. It's gonna go with the rest of the White Ranger collection. But yeah, enough for the front of the package there. It's already been a minute of me talking about a package, about the character, I should say. Side of the package there real quick. There's the back. Shows you what you can connect them to. You have number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It skips 6, 7, and 8 for some reason. I don't know. Maybe they just... It's the way that they did it. You have 9, 10, and 11. Now, I'm assuming, and I could be wrong, kind of bring that down. If you actually count their extra parts, that would be your 6, 7, and 8. So maybe that's why they kind of did it that way. So you got your 1 through 5, your 9 through 11, but then these extra guys here, because this is the deluxe package, make up the what's missing in between. And maybe later on they'll give us more. That's just, I don't know, that's what I came up with. But yeah, so let's just take them out of the package, because obviously we want to rip them up, and I will definitely compare it next to one of the Hasbro Mashers. So yeah, let's check it out. Okay, and we're back, and here they are. It's a pretty interesting toy. Obviously, like I said, it's just like a Masher. Different points compared to a Masher, but still, nonetheless, pretty well made. A lot more durable than for kids too. Yeah, it's pretty cool. So let's kind of get to it, and before I can even break it down, though, I'm gonna do some comparisons now, so I kind of don't have to go back and kind of like repiece like an edit version or whatever type of thing. So I'll bring the Tigerzord out of the way for a minute, and I'll leave him in the middle, and I'll kind of pull this back a little so they can all fit. So this is obviously not all my White Rangers, but here's the SH Figure Arts as a comparison. Again, this 10-inch again version. I'm sorry, 10-inch. The 4-inch. We have the Armored, which is, you know, it's hit or miss with some people. Some people hate it. Some people love it. I personally like it a lot. It's pretty cool. And then the original 8-inch Tommy White Ranger there, which is pretty cool. He's about to bop SH Figure Arts Tommy here. And let's see if we can kind of get him in there right there. And I have him kind of like a little bit posed or whatever. I had him on the shelf with the green version of the same toy, of the back in '92 version, '94 whatever. But yeah, you can see them all together. Still missing a few. I know I don't have the 5-inch version of this yet, so I'm missing that. I do have the metallic, but it's in package because I don't have a second one. And everything that you see out, because I have 2 of usually, so that's why these are out. I have 2 of each. I have 2 of him and whatever. I think I'm missing, I might be missing one other one, but again, that gives you kind of an idea in terms of comparison. The other thing that's really off with him, as you can see, is obviously the colors. Kind of weird. I wish it would have been a lot more golden, but it is what it is. And the last comparison that I'll show, now that you've seen what these guys all look like together, is the Marvel Mashers. So as you can see, this is my all-time favorite one of all. It's my Captain America. Same exact height too, which is pretty. I mean, maybe it's off by 1/4 of an inch or something like that, but kind of goes to show you how close these are. Again, Hasbro makes these in the Marvel version, and they also make them in the Transformers, which is their own brand. This being Disney. Like I said in the video, I don't know if I actually said in the beginning of this video or if I said it in the haul. Might have said in the beginning of this. The only thing left, and I'm pretty sure we'll see them pretty soon, is the Star Wars versions of this. I know it's coming. It has to be, because they're not gonna. These have been pretty popular for Hasbro. They've been doing pretty well. But yeah, that's it. In terms of articulation, one thing that Hasbro does that they don't is articulated feet, and I'll go into articulation that in a minute. They seem to have a little bit better articulation, the Hasbro ones here do. A lot more together in terms of their joints, and I'll show you that in a minute. So we'll get Cap out of the way. Alright, so we'll bring this back a little bit closer. So yeah, so one thing, like I was just mentioning, when I first, play with this, the feet were the toughest thing to do. So if you have a child, that's going to be really tough to do, for him or her to do, whatever. But as you can see, look at the joints, they're pretty separated there, unfortunately. So it's not as kind of squared up as action figures go, I guess. That looks kind of weird, but they must have done it because obviously there must be other parts that are thicker, and so they just kind of have to do it that way. One thing that this does that the Marvel doesn't do is has a waist articulation, which is kind of cool. I like it. It's not a bad toy. The only thing I wish they wouldn't have done was all these funky claws on it. I think that's a little bit too much. But I mean, it's a kid's toy, so whatever. All right, so we'll bring over the Tigerzord. So one thing that I'm kind of like surprised. I thought that looking at the package, I really didn't notice. I thought that you wouldn't be able to build this without using maybe his midsection. So I'm kind of surprised and, kind of happy that you can, it is two toys in one, which is really cool. The only time, unfortunately, that you can't have two at the same time would be if you turn him into his humanoid form, robot form, whatever you want to call it. At that point, unfortunately, now he needs parts of his body. So that just doesn't work out, unfortunately. But other than that, it's pretty cool. So let me bring him out for a minute, and then I'll kind of continue with him. So a lot of plastic hollow pieces, a lot of ports so you can connect them to him, whatever not. So that's pretty nice. His tail is really kind of cool the way they did it into the toy, into how they added it in. So I'm kind of show you that now. I'm going to break them apart because we're going to form the robot. His head is kind of like on top of his tail, so he's not really sniffing his butt, as his butt would probably be down here. So he's on top, so we can kind of take that out now anyway. So once you separate it, it's pretty cool how they did that. So there's a post there, as you can see, and there's only one way that you can do this. So you can't put the sword wrong because it just won't fit. So they didn't put it right in the middle, which is nice. So they put it a little bit upright, and you can only put it that way, which is pretty cool. Then you can turn that in there, and that's that. And then the sword is pretty nice. It has a lot more color than Saba, obviously, as you can see. There's gray and yellow there. So then to finish this off, to do the foot, kind of just do this, and you have one foot. We'll put that to the side. Same thing there. Put that to the side. And this one is not correct. There you go, like that. So that's his foot. Then you take him. He actually stays the same way he is, except you just gonna turn that around, turn that around. And just for the heck of it, I mean, I know that in line mode, the shoulders look fine there. And even though the instructions don't tell you, you can actually take that out. And I believe you can fix that there properly. I would think that's actually how you want to have it. But for some reason, the instruction manuals don't tell you that. So I think that looks a lot better. And I'll show you when I actually put his head on. I think it looks just more even. And there you go. So the other version would have been like this. I just think that's too much. It's good shielding for his head. I mean, obviously they can't, no sharpshooter could take him out. So that's kind of cool. But I think proportion-wise, it just looks a little bit better this way. I don't know. So we'll see. See if you guys like it or not. It's obviously up to you when you get yours. So now you take him. Again, he has a lot of points of articulation. The arms do come out fairly easy. There's Saba again, only kind of one color. His legs, good articulation in and out. The knee is pretty good. It's almost definitely a 90 degree. And then, like I said, the waist turns. And obviously you can do funky, versions of these if you have a wand, whatever not. So the only thing that he needs to do in order to form the robot version of that is you just take him apart here, put him to the side for now. In terms of legs, you're gonna get rid of the bottom knee, full legs, down the shins. So you're gonna get rid of that. So you're just keeping this. So now you come over here, you attach that part there, and that was a little tough. Again, if you're, if you have a child, that might be tough for them to do. So now you have that part there like this. Then you're gonna come over here and real carefully You're gonna keep it in the 90-degree angle per se, and wrong foot, and just kind of go about it this way. The reason you want to do it this way is because this kind of gets in the way, so you want it there, and then now you can go up. And that was off camera, so I'll kind of do it on the other one properly. Sorry, I wasn't looking at the monitor. So again, post and the connector that way, and then just go up. And there you go. And then the last thing, see, again, maybe it wasn't meant to go that low because it is kind of hard to do. I mean, I'm only speaking in terms of just you know, if you just want to display it or whatever. But again, you can do whatever you want. You come over here, just grab his arms, pull those out, and so the only thing you're going to have separated is this, the legs, and you don't need Saba because Saba is too small, so he has his tail as his sword. So then you're going to come over here, you're going to attach that there, like that, attach that one there, as such, and you can give him his sword, as such, and there you go. And that is your Tigerzord in humanoid form or robot form. Let's kind of move this back up because it is tough to maneuver his arms, so maybe that's why the instruction manual doesn't tell you to change it otherwise. I don't know. I mean, his arms are long enough. I mean, that's pretty long there, so again, it's really up to you. It's a cool thing about this toy, I would say, is that it's up to you and you can do pretty much whatever you want, as you can see there. And that is it. There's really not much more. It is definitely cool. $14.99 was the price point. I picked this up at Target. Obviously, I have the red card, so I didn't have to pay taxes and pretty much, which is always nice. I definitely recommend it. It's a lot of fun. If I had a small boy, I'm sure he would love these. There's Captain America again. He's a lot shorter now because of the fact that, you know, now you're adding extra parts to or whatever. But yeah, kind of gives you an idea. So I hope you enjoyed this quick little review here. I definitely recommend, especially if you're just a White Ranger fan like I am, or just a Power Ranger fan in general. Yeah, definitely please rate, subscribe, comment, share. Hope you like this video, and I will see you guys later. You guys take care. Peace. Thanks for watching.